Hello and welcome back to Anthony TV. Um, Today I'm going to talk about one more time the realignment. Um, Things have been going on lately, and I kind of want to talk about it again. Kind of want to put this to rest too, and but it's been fun, and but it takes up quite a bit of time coming up with this stuff. So um, we'll go ahead and play the slide right now. I want to explain this real quick. We already know they should the Big Ten recently. I think they grabbed these three guys right here: Fox, CBS, and NBC. They're not on ESPN right now, currently, but with all the realignment that's gonna happen pretty soon. Still don't know exactly when, but we know it's coming soon, and there's still a good chance that they can get back on ABC and ESPN here. If they go ahead and add Oregon, Washington, Cal, and Stanford, especially them, they'll go ahead and probably add another streaming service or on ESPN. So the streaming services are probably gonna be Apple or Amazon. We'll see. We'll see if college football, well, the Big Ten at least, see if they want to do that. But if not, I mean, there is kind of weird that they're not going to show games on ESPN anymore. So maybe there's a good chance that that could still happen, especially the after dark games if they're going to have that West Wing. They'll fill in that time slot nicely as well as a Big 12. I think they could fill that slot up really nice too. The after dark, maybe they could rotate the after darks, or one network can have one network can have be showing, like ABC could be showing one game on Saturday, ESPN could be showing the other one. The Big 10, Big or Big 12. They can rotate each week. So I want to get into it now. We're going to the conferences, and the playoffs should have these channels rotated as well. I do know for NBC they show Saturday Night Live. What's going on in the USA Network while Saturday Night Live is going on? That's another outlet for NBC there. They can show some games on USA Network too. TNT, that's a Turner outlet. You can partner. I know CBS Sports Network exists too, but get Turner back into it. Get TNT on there. You could have like CBS. Big Ten could be maybe on there, or maybe the American. We'll talk about the American here too. If you don't see the ACC and the Pac-12, it's because it's these vultures here. They gonna be pretty much gobbled up. Pac-12, it's been messed up. I mean, since Larry Scott was commissioner, it was messed up. So there's not a whole lot that Kaliakov can do now to save it. I don't think. Maybe I'm wrong, but maybe all of us are wrong, because there's a lot of people that feel the same way as I do, and I watch other people's channels and things like that from time to time, and I kind of take notes and what they're talking about and where everything's at. So as far as I know, yeah, the Pac-12 is not looking good for them, and the ACC can actually eliminate themselves. They're have a TV deal till 2036, but that could change if you get at least eight of the schools to vote out of it, and that could very well happen, since especially if expansion keeps happening with the Big Ten. SEC will go after teams, and they're probably gonna get teams from the ACC. Big Ten's gonna get the four from the Pac-12, then you got the four going to the Big 12 whenever that happens, and then so have these Oregon State and Washington State out there, and there's a lot of teams that are that could be in a power conference like this, but might be left out. There might be a couple of them, and there might not be. So let's get into it. Let's start with the SEC here. That's the SEC list, my new SEC here, and we're gonna go ahead and this is gonna be 4 conferences, by the way, and then we'll talk about the playoff format right now too. But you can see your North, your East, your South, and your West, and that's the poster for the teams. So those are all. And by the way, the scheduling too. You play. Let's see. This is a good division here. Right, let's go use this for an example. So you play Alabama, he'll play these 5 every year, and then 2 from here, 2 from here, and 2 from here, and then the 2 that are, and then the next 2 here, the following year, next 2 here, next 2 here, year after that, next 2 there, next 2 there, next 2 there. Yeah, that's 11 conference games. But with everything going on, expanding, um, you know, I would do 2 non. You can keep it in 3 non-conference games. Just have it. You play another conference. Let's go to the Big Ten now. So you play another conference. 2 teams from each conference. So let's say Alabama, they'll play a Big Ten team, Boston College and Syracuse. They'll play, let's say, and then they play those 2 for their non-conference, and then the rest are conference games, or 2 non-conference games like that, and then 1 more from another conference, like 1 more from here. But everybody plays within each other, and there's a poster for the Big Ten. You guys got the list already. That's the poster for the teams. That's the West Wing right there. So that's the West Wing, and then Notre Dame I have over here, rival with Michigan State, and that's a heck of a division there too, especially these 4. So let's move along. But yeah, and then so that SEC example, scheduling, it could be one of these guys too, and that's the Big 12 list right there. So yeah, I mean, scheduling can be worked out still. In a 2014, I basically doubled what they used to have starting from 1996 that was when they did 12 teams. Is basically going to double now 24. I feel at some point, little by little they'll get there. They still got to get to 20, and then eventually I think it'll be 24, and then I'll cap it off there. 40. I did a video with 2 40-team leagues. 32 is a possibility also, but you have to divide it because there's so many teams. You have to divide it at least in 3 or 4 conferences, as at least at the major college football level. And here's a poster for it. So those are all the Big 12 teams. I think you can get San Diego State, you can get the Arizona, Utah, Colorado, ASU, UNLV because it's Vegas. I have SMU in here. This is a fun league. I got NC State and Wake Forest because of the ACC dissolved. Pitt also in here. You pair them with West Virginia now. So, and then the Midwest over here, it's kind of like it just slashes across the country. So slashes from Boise State to Memphis. And then I like this as a fun division, fun conference here. There's a list of this bonus conference. I want to talk about the American Conference. Sorry, I have it abbreviated USA, but I know it's AAC. Just don't want people to be confused with ACC, so I put USA on there. But that's the list right there. I think Appalachian State and Liberty have been doing pretty good, and the Appalachian State, especially with all all the big schools that they beat, I feel like they should be thrown into this conference at least, have a shot. And Sun Belt, these other conferences, I don't know what's going to happen with them, but they need I don't know. Nothing sticks around forever. So I think the AAC could definitely, if they're interested, maybe blow up their league too and be like the only group of like the group conference. I guess the group. They have a Power 3, and then this will be like the groupie one. But that's the list, and this is the poster. So that's where I have Oregon State and Washington State, and that western part of this conference here. You see them over here, the Beavers and Cougars. The former gonna be former Pac-12. People who are working in the Pac-12 though, I mean, they can still get jobs in the Big 12 and Big 10, right? I think. I mean, they have agents, they'll be fine. I praying for all of them, but it doesn't look good. Like I said, I think what really hurt the Pac-12. We'll go on to the playoff talk right now. But this is going to be the format. We'll talk about it right now. You can read through it and I'll talk about it right now. But anyway, this is Yeah, I think this is. I mean, the conference lasted for over 100 years. I think it's been what 106, 107 years now. So it's been around for a long time, and things don't last forever, and it's time to move on with different the national have like it's college football, so you have like your 3 or 4 like mini NFLs pretty much. I think it'll be a lot of fun if they go that route. I feel though what hurt the Pac-12 too was that back in 2010 or 11 when they expanded to 12, 10 to 12, they got Utah, which happens to be a home run. Utah's doing very well. They've been doing well from day one. The other team should have been BYU. Colorado I like, but the other team I really felt should have been BYU. Um, I think the Pac-12 would have been better off. They didn't get Oklahoma and Texas, nor did they get A&M because they went to the SEC or Oklahoma State or even Texas Tech. So that they had a chance to make a game changer a long time ago, and that didn't happen. So now I think they're suffering for it now, and then the TV negotiations were horrible. I mean, I had DirecTV for 3 4 years, and I still couldn't get the Pac-12. Was patient, still couldn't get it. It's still not on DirecTV, so I don't have it anymore. I dropped it a long time ago, but yeah, it's just not. I don't know. I don't know what to make of the network either. I'm sick of hearing the music, and I don't know. I just don't want to. They really don't. There's really no need for the Pac-12 to exist anymore. I respect the history and everything. Won't be forgotten, and I'm sure it'll be celebrated from time to time. Of course, because the teams are still around. Teams are still going to be involved. But that's just my piece on it. On that, I want to put that to rest. And if they really want to, right now, with their 10 that they have now, they can easily include like they got New Mexico State, they got Boise State right there. They have Fresno State, San Jose State. They got Hawaii out there. There's plenty of teams you can go get. SMU, I guess, but they just haven't done it, and I don't think they're going to. So let's move on to the playoff. The playoff will rotate between these every year too. The championship game, the first round games, uh, the wild card games, the divisional games, semi games, and the national championship game. They all rotate every year. These will be the bowls. So these will be like the first, like the wild card games, and then when they advance, no, I'm sorry. These will be the. Let me go back to the format here. So they say they're gonna do a 6 and 6. I went with the 4 4 and 4. SEC champion, Big 12 champion, Big 10 champion, and American champion. The top four get the buys, so they're automatically in these 4 bowl games here. 1 seed, 2 seed, 3 seed, 4 seed, or however. Um, and then you got your four at basically 8 at large because you got the four teams that are going to be the top four are going to have the home game. The bottom four are going to be the visitors. So number 5 will play 12. Number 6 will play 11. 7 will play 10, and 8 will play 9. And it shows on the tree right here. So that's 1 right there. The one seed will be waiting right here. They get the automatic bye. So is the 4, the 2, and the 3. Winner of the 8 and 9 will play the 1. The winner of 5 and 12 will play the 4. The winner of 7 and 10 will play the 2. The winner of 6 and 11 will play 3. So there could be some upsets here in the beginning here. So it's kind of like it gives a little bit of a March Madness like basketball feel to it, but it's football version here. And yeah, I think 12 is a perfect number. And of course, semis will be these two. I mean, of course, these will probably rotate between the quarterfinals and the semifinals. That will rotate, and as well as the national championship game, the neutral site, that'll probably rotate. Um, but yeah, that's what I have. That's what I think. I think 12 is a really a good number for college, and I think 14 is a good number for NFL too. So I think in a couple years they're gonna try to get this pushed through. I honestly think they could wait. 2026 I think it's good. a good time to start. But I would do 20. I think 2024 is too soon. I think the very good, the perfect time you could do is 20 by 2025. Let the realignment come through these next couple years, and then by 25, we'll be more. It'll be set. It'll be set to go. So, but that's how I have it. Yeah, and these networks, I mean, they could show um, one of one game on each of these networks for the first round. Same thing for the quarterfinals, and then once we get to the final, like the semifinals here, rotate year to year. Probably be shown on these two. Then the championship game will be shown on here, and it'll be the next ones up. So I don't know. Smarter people than me will figure that out anyway. But that's what I have for now. As far as the new realignments going on right now, hasn't happened yet, but I think we're going to be hearing something here pretty soon, and I know they got meetings on the 20th of October or something like that, and I think after that we're going to start hearing some stuff, and so I just kind of wanted to get this over with until then, and stay tuned for more stuff, and I hope I just want a good football season. I want this change to come soon, but I want it to be done right too. So I think 2025 would be a good year to start it. So let me know what you guys think, and everybody that does covers college football, I appreciate your channel. And yeah, until next time, you guys stay tuned for more, and we'll talk soon. Take care.